Hi, my name is Lindsay, and I am one of the resident historians here at the Buffalo History Museum. And today I am joined by Cynthia. Cynthia, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I am the Director of Library and Archives here at the Buffalo History Museum.
Wonderful, and I'm so excited because we have a wonderful story about a pioneering woman in politics. She's a local woman, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about her story. Cynthia, do you want to tell us about Winifred Stanley?
So here on the poster, we have a little photograph of Winifred Stanley, who was on the Republican ticket in about 1943. That's roughly when this poster dates from. The reason we're interested in her is that she grew up in Buffalo, although she wasn't born here, she grew up here. She went to UB, she graduated with honors, went to law school. She became the first woman hired by the Erie County District Attorney's Office, and she then ran for Congress and was elected to Congress in 1943. What makes her so exciting for us is while she was in Congress, she was the first elected representative in American history to introduce a bill for equal pay legislation. We have a copy of that bill as well. So that is why we are just thrilled to have an artifact about Winifred.
So we have this amazing campaign poster. So can you tell me a little bit more about who's running in this election and a little bit more about the circumstances of it?
Sure. This is a poster from the 1942 election. You'll see that Thomas Dewey is the candidate for governor of the state of New York, and his campaign put out this poster to promote the entire Republican ticket in that election. So Winifred is here as a representative at large to go to Congress. So is Dr. Charles Muzzicato and a few other figures. So his campaign released this out of New York City to try and encourage New Yorkers to vote for an entire slate, not just Mr. Dewey.
So this is the Thomas Dewey, right? This is the quite significant national figure who goes on to run for president, right?
That's right. So Thomas Dewey was elected governor of New York in this election, and then ran for president in 1948 against Truman. A lot of people know the story because one of the newspapers published a headline saying, "Dewey defeats Truman," and of course, as we all know, Truman won that election.
So can you tell me a little bit about how she fares in the election?
Sure. So Winifred had 7 other competitors seeking this seat in Congress. She prevailed in the election. She won by about 2 million votes, and she went to Congress in 1943.
Oh, how exciting! So now we know this election is successful. Winifred is successfully elected. So what does she do? Can you tell me a little bit about her career?
So she goes to Congress in New York State in a seat that was about to be redistricted out. So the Republicans needed somebody who could do a short term and wouldn't basically try to stay in office beyond this point. So she knew going in that she only had a couple years in office because New York was going to lose the seat. But one of the things she achieved while she was in the House of Representatives is she was the first legislator to introduce a bill to prohibit discrimination in pay on account of sex.
Yes.
And she did that on June 19th, 1944. That was the first time in American history that anybody had attempted to prohibit sex discrimination with pay.
So can you tell me a little bit about her career after Congress?
So Winifred left Congress in 1945 and landed a job in New York State government as an attorney, as counsel. She worked in a number of different departments for the state of New York. She died in 1996, and she's buried in Mount Olivet Cemetery in Tonawanda.
Well, thank you so much, Cynthia, for telling us a little bit about what a wonderful pioneering politician Winifred Stanley was. And it's so cool that we have this piece and we have this wonderful connection to her here. So thank you so much for watching. Please check out all of our other videos. They are on Facebook and our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions that you'd love for us to try to answer, or any of those kinds of historical things you want us to talk about, just let us know and we'd be happy to try to answer those for you.